All right, welcome to another episode of Whiteboard Wednesday, and today we're going to be talking about goal setting. I'm going to write on this side. So goal setting. Specifically when it comes down to SMART goals, how to attain SMART goals from your client, okay? So SMART goals stand for specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, time frame. So when we're looking at being able to utilize SMART goals, you're going to be utilizing this in everything from your consultation process to sitting down with a new member to meeting people on the floor. Your main goal is to get SMART goals. If your goals aren't SMART, then you're not really doing goal setting, okay? So we're going to start with specifics in terms of SMART goals. Major thing is that you're 80% more likely to achieve your goals just by writing them down. So if you get somebody and you're now like, hey, cool, I want to talk to you about your goals, they're 80% more likely to achieve their goals just by writing it down. So get people to write down their goals, okay? So whenever you're looking at goals, let's say that we're looking at a specific goal, lose weight. That goal is not really that specific. What ends up happening with someone that says, I want to lose weight, you have to ask them a quantifiable goal. How are you measuring that? So measurable would be the next thing in terms of it. But let's say, for instance, they say I want to lose weight, and they say I want to lose 20 pounds. That's still not specific enough. Even though the measurableness is 20 pounds, you're not really measuring that yet, okay? So you gotta get more specific. So something I like to do is ask 10 digging questions, okay? The questions that I'm gonna ask are gonna be how, who, what, when, and where. I refrain from asking why, because when you ask why, people become defensive. So instead, ask how, who, what, when, where. Now, if you really can't remember all that, there's two important questions that you have to ask, okay? Now, make sure you have a pen and paper. Write this down. Could you tell me more about that? And can you help me understand why this is so important to you? Or you can ask like this, could you help me understand what makes this so important to you? By asking people these questions whenever you're looking at losing weight or any other goal, insert goal, you're more likely to have someone actually dig deeper and give you more information, okay? So by utilizing this specific strategy of how, who, what, when, where, or just looking at those two questions, could you tell me more about that and what makes it so important to you, you're more likely to get more specific in terms of the goal. So it would sound like this. So Frank, you want to lose 20 pounds. Can you tell me more about that? What makes losing 20 pounds so important to you? Could you tell me more about that? Okay, I hear what you're saying. So you can see how you can continue the conversation just by asking more additional questions. And naturally, you're going to ask questions like how, who's going to notice, how you're going to feel, what you want to do, when do you want to accomplish this by, when you accomplish this, what would it feel like, where do you want to go? Okay. The next thing is measurable. So losing 20 pounds, we'll use that goal as a framework. If someone said, I want to lose 20 pounds, how are you measuring that? Are you putting them on the scale? Are you checking out their jean size, shirt size? You're doing the eye test, a mirror test. How are you measuring this? Is it body fat percentage? You have to figure out how you're measuring it and stick to that. Now, when you figure out how to measure a goal, like lose 20 pounds, let's just utilize that. When you find out how to measure it, use that for your client and don't talk about anything else. Remember, pro tip, when you have someone that says they want to lose 20 pounds, okay, and they're afraid of using the scale, The scale is just another measurement tool. All these are measurement tools. All it's telling you is a reflection of where you were before to go where you're going in future. Okay? So attainable and realistic. I want to put this together because when you understand this, it will change your mindset. So realistically, is the goal specific? Is the goal measurable? Is the goal attainable and realistic? So what I look for in this is that lifestyle. These are my lifestyle questions. So what might come up in your life that might stop you from attaining the goal, and what might come up that might make that's realistic? So you have to talk about things that are going to stop them. Potentially, let's say, for instance, there's spouse, there's kids, there's work. There are all these excuses that people have towards getting to their goals. So now you have to talk about that in attainable and then come up with solutions for that, right? If you don't come up with solutions for it, then you're going to have a problem with it. I'll give you an example. Let's say Frank is a Muslim and he wants to lose 20 pounds, but he's celebrating Ramadan. If you don't ask him questions that are going to come up, all of a sudden Ramadan comes up and he says, I got to fast. I can't meet with you for a week. I can't meet with you for a month. Well, Frank, we didn't really talk about that in the beginning. Yeah, you didn't ask me. Now all of a sudden you're losing out on a client for a month because you didn't ask the right question. Make sure that when you're looking at SMART goals, is it attainable? Find solutions. Ask them about their lifestyle. Ask them about their culture. So these are culture questions. Religion questions. So religion and anything else. Is there anything that you celebrate that I need to know about? Do you celebrate Festivus for the rest of us? I need to know. By asking this additional questions, then you can figure out, is this goal attainable? And then is it really realistic? And then time frame is the last thing. When it comes to SMART goal setting, you need to have a time frame. A time frame is realistically, when do they want to accomplish this by? Someone that wants to lose 20 pounds in a month, I'm going to train differently than someone who wants to lose 20 pounds in 6 months to someone that wants to lose 20 pounds in 12 months. Now, why am I going to train every single person differently? Because 1 month, 6 months, 12 months, different setting that you're looking at. Urgencies are higher in that 1 month versus that 6 month versus that 12 months. Someone that's meeting for the first month, who's coming in and like, I need to lose weight by next month, I'm going to tell them the urgency has to be high. You're going to need to change everything that you do. Are you able to do that right away? If the answer is no, then what the heck? If the answer is yes, great. I need to know, is the time frame realistic for them? Anything is possible if you're willing to work at it. All right, guys, that's SMART goal setting. Make sure that if you got something out of this video, share it with a friend. This is Whiteboard Wednesday. I'm looking forward to the next one. You guys have a good one. I got your back for life. Peace.